What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to today's sponsor, Mech Arena, with a weapon comparison, the basic RPG 6 versus the epic Missile Rack 6, okay? We're gonna make a detailed comparison right here, and you think that the basic white weapon version RPG 6, the common weapon, would be less efficient than the epic Missile Rack 6, right? But the outcome of this comparison may surprise you later, okay? Mech Arena is a free-to-play game for Android and iOS, so use my QR code here on screen or the links down below to kickstart your game with 50,000 credits, 3 gold crates, and an exclusive skin. Alright, so let's get into our weapon comparison. You see right here I'm using the RPG 6. That's the common rocket launcher that you basically start the game with. And I've leveled it up a little bit. And you can see you can very well apply your shots. You have 7 or 8 shots. No, 7 shots per magazine. And you can freely unload them. You can fire, hold, fire, and then you're empty, right? And you can reacquire a different target in between. Or you fire all at once. Something that the Missile Rack 6 is different about. Because the Missile Rack actually fires empty the whole clip. But you see here I'm firing at high range and I'm doing 0, 0, 0, 0 with my shots. Probably because it was out of range. I think that the Missile Rack 6 has a higher range and a larger splash radius, and the damage per shot is also increased. But we're gonna see it later. You only have 5 shots in the Missile Rack 6, and you cannot freely fire and unload whenever you want. You hit the button and it unloads all rockets very quickly, okay? So you can't just kill a target with 2 shots and then send a couple of more shots over there. You're gonna have to unload it all the time and have a longer reload than the RPG 6. Missile Rack, later I'll show it, will have a reload of 10 seconds, and the RPG right here has a reload of 8 seconds from, if I remember the stats correctly, and as I said, even has 2 shots more in the magazine, with the ability to freely hit and load and hold fire option that you don't have on the Missile Rack. So, let's see how much damage we have done at the end of this first clip right there. I'm going to be showing you 4 clips altogether. The first one is the RPG 6 that you see right now. Second one will be the Missile Rack 6, the epic rocket launcher. And then we're going to do the same thing again where I show you first RPG and Missile Rack. So, the match will end right here, Battle 1. We have been the MVP, the most valuable player in this match, and we have done around 100 and let's see what it is. I think it's 167,000 damage done right here. Now, we're in the other robot right here with the double Missile Rack 6 weapon. You see it unloads faster than the RPG does, so you have a higher burst damage output, that's for sure. You probably also have, as I said, the higher range and the bigger splash radius, so you can hit targets a little more, maybe when they're standing together, you can hit 2 targets at once, which is, you can also do with the RPG, but it's probably more often with this one here. And you can take out targets very quickly, even when they have a decent amount of health, due to the fact that you have a higher burst fire output in terms of damage. But the disadvantages will be seen here as well, okay? Let me start to show you the disadvantages of the fact that you can never stop firing. You have to unload all. So I'm firing 2 or 3 shots right here, bam, 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 and I cannot hold my fire. I have to empty, and I have to trigger a 10-second long reload. That I like it more when you have full control over each shot you fire. See, I'm unloading a couple of shots right here. I missed 2 of my shots, so half the firepower, even more of it, or a little less than it, isn't gonna be happening here. And then you see, right before the guy went into cover, my reload finally finishes, but I'm unable to place a good hit on him. Therefore, wasting another 10 seconds of full reloading cycle without having done any damage. Then we go here and hitting this guy a couple of times here. For some reason, none of my shots really did any damage except breaking his physical or his energy barrier right in front of him. But yeah, so the last 2 cycles, no damage. Now comes the 3rd cycle. I realize I can't hit him, but I hit the button, so it unloads the whole thing. By the way, this month we also have the Mechs Are Here event in Mech Arena, where you can not only win a huge amount of awesome in-game goodies, skins, and robots and stuff, but you can also support a charity called Able Gamers right right there. For every mech destroyed, they're getting support. And also, you can participate in the tournament where it is a special prize where you can pilot this actual real-life mech right there. That is a cool thing. So again, link in the video description and pinned comment, and also the QR code on screen. And then once you download the game, you can sign up as you see here on screen and participate in this event. So let's get back to our weapon comparison right here. We're starting again with the white common rocket launcher RPG-6, 7 shots and free unload pattern where we can fire however we want. Now pay attention, I'm going to double splash in there one of the shots against those two guys. See that? They both took damage from that shot, and 1100 seems to be the damage I do most of the time when I fire each shot. But sometimes you're gonna see me doing 2400 or something, or 2100, and I think that's when I'm hitting them with a critical hit or from behind. See that right here? I was shooting in from behind and he took 2100 damage, and then he turned towards me again and I only did 1100. So hitting from behind hits a weaker spot of the enemy robot, therefore giving you much increased damage output against him. And I'm now gonna put up my force field, and I'm safe here. His weapon fire cannot go through the shield. Mine, however, can, and therefore I'm able to, take him down. If he wants to cross that shield, he's gonna be slowed down. He's not gonna take damage, but he will slow down. It's gonna take him a little while. Again, splashing from behind, doing 2100 damage per hit. That was a very efficient salvo. I put up my force field to be safe from the enemy here as much as I can anyways. Trying to hit him there, getting this guy destroyed. Again, he's looking the other way, getting him from behind, and this guy as well. Therefore, I got 2 guys in 1 magazine. Now, let's get into the best moment I ever had with a Missile Rack 6. That was this match right here. Again, only 5 shots per clip with a 10-second reload after, but I'm also going to be able to show you how much higher the range is. We're firing at way beyond 100 meters already, dealing doing great damage to the enemy robot there, and that robot that I'm having here even provides me with a personal shield that I have in front of me. You see some of the shots here do 3200 damage, and I'm only even going to be able to show you some hits with 4000 something per shot, okay? So this rocket launcher here has a much higher damage per hit, but you're trading that in for for not being able to plan your shots the way you want to and hold some fire, and you can and you only have those 5 versus 7 shots with a higher reload even. But here 80 meters and this guy gets absolutely destroyed immediately. So I guess what we have here in the missile rack, and that's I think how we can say it, you have a much higher burst damage output here. 3,200 and even 4,300 was the last shots that I've done right there. That is a tremendous amount of damage, and if we do 5 shots like this, that's basically a one-hit kill to pretty much any robot I encounter at these times. So the range of this weapon is really, really high compared to the RPG-6. Very rarely ever do you not reach a target with those rockets, yeah, that makes it also pretty useful as a long-range supporter. Probably not much as a sniper because you have to plan those rockets a little ahead, so it might not be the perfect sniping weapon, but it's definitely a long-range supporter and does a really good job at just that, you know? What would you personally consider the more effective weapon right here? That's I guess a question I'd like to ask you guys. Tell me what you think is your personal favorite among the two. Maybe you're also playing Mech Arena already and you already have your own favorite in your opinion on that. And if you don't, then tell me what you think based off what you've seen here in this video, what you think is the better weapon. The higher burst fire damage output where you can maybe kill a robot in 1 salvo really quickly with the RPGs and with the Missile Rack 6 right here, the purple weapon, getting a higher reload afterwards and not being able to plan shots the way you want to maybe and keep some shots in. You can see here we're doing a lot of damage, even double splashing into people, getting 2 robots destroyed at the same time pretty much, and having an insane damage output very quickly. If you were to ask my opinion, I kind of always had a better match with the RPG-6 for some reason. Although the damage isn't as quick and as bursty, the damage is quite reliable due to the fact that you can save shots. To me personally, the RPG always work better, so I really need to know what you guys think. We were MVP here with 178,000 damage done. Pretty awesome match. And remember, if you use my QR code here on screen or the links down below, you can kickstart your game with the 50,000 credits, 3 gold crates, and an exclusive skin. So make use of it and try it. And then you can find me in the game with this ID and name. So thanks for watching, have a good one, until next time. Bye bye.